one of the big issues that's going on, that's happening nowadays, is the economy. And so everybody is affected by that, right? So maybe one of the panelists might like to say what they see in the community.
Jobs in the community, has impacted families severely. I believe the unemployment in Osceola County is somewhere around 11%. But we see it, I work with foster parents and foster children, and we see a rise in tensions in the family that result in domestic violence, a rise in substance abuse. And all of these things are directly related to people not being able to earn an income and the stress levels in the family rising. This in turn impacts the children. And from my standpoint, working with the children, it has just blown out of proportion. I mean, I could go in further, but the economy is impacting families in that way, and children are suffering as a result, and they're being displaced from their homes.
What we've also seen is that less than 50% of the children that have been removed in Osceola County actually get to stay in Osceola County. And that is as a result of the fact that there are limited homes, foster homes for these children to be placed in. And this is because, again, families that are in Osceola County are also going through many hardships, which causes them not to be able to become foster parents either. So there is definitely a major impact.
When the parents are affected, the children are affected. And I can say for myself, my husband and I have been married 51 years. Marriages don't last that long.
Congratulations.
And the children, thank you. We have been through many stressors over the years, but we stayed together. So when husband and wife does not plan to stay together, because you have to plan it ahead of time, through the ups and through the downs, you have to hang in there. And with the children involved, that's one of your main purpose. I mean, God keeps you together, but you raise the children.
One of the things I know that instantly, Solid Rock has a food pantry, and the numbers have gone up with the number of families coming in to receive the food. So as you know, that service is there, but there's so many food pantries in Osceola County, all the numbers have gone up through the community. And one of the things I think is key here is that we, as the community, we can help by providing the services, bringing food to help the other families out. But I think also we, as people in the community, we can step up to the plate and help and do whatever we can. Bring the food to the church, not just Solid Rock, but in your church that you currently go to, or any program that you are involved in on your jobs. Bring the food because it's being utilized. So I think that's the key thing.
What are the themes that concerns him,
especialmente a nosotros los latinos?
especially as Hispanics?
La cuestión de la inmigración
The question of immigration
y los niños inmigrantes en este país.
and the number of immigrant children in this state.
Una de las situaciones mayores que estamos enfrentando en nuestras iglesias latinas
One of the issues that we've been facing in the Hispanic church
es los niños inmigrantes que tenemos dentro de nuestra iglesia y que muchas de esas familias han sufrido violencia doméstica.
and that many of these families, these migrant families, have been dealing with domestic violence issues,
Ellos no se atreven a hablar
and they don't dare speak
por miedo a la deportación.
because of fear of
Y
deportation.
aunque usted no lo crea,
And even though you may not believe,
dentro de nuestras iglesias cristianas
inside of our churches, Christian churches,
hay una gran problemática
there's a great problem
en cuanto a la violencia doméstica
regarding domestic violence.
y al problema
And the problem
con los niños inmigrantes.
with the immigrant children.
Estamos trabajando como iglesia latina,
We're working as a Hispanic church,
nuestra iglesia en particular,
our church in particular,
estamos trabajando con esa situación.
we're working with this situation.
Quisiera respetar la pregunta
I would like to respect the question.
¿qué podría hacer usted?
What can you do?
Quisiera añadirle la otra pregunta, ¿qué estoy haciendo?
And the other question would be, what am I doing?
¿Qué estoy haciendo?
Whatever am I doing?
¿Qué haré? Es una pregunta futura.
And we've been talking about this economy, and it doesn't look to me like it's going to change anytime soon. I think we're going to be in this down mode for the next probably 3 or 4 years. And we can't all be everything to everybody. We've got to learn to start working together because the resources have become so limited. Just to give you an example, the city of Kissimmee's revenues in our general fund, our main fund, are down about $10 million from about 3 years ago. And that's a huge hit. So we used to give about $650,000 a year to social service agencies in the city of Kissimmee and Osceola County. We are down to $240,000. And so the money is just not there for everybody to try to do everything. So if we know that Help Now provides great counseling for domestic violence, you know, our churches don't need to be trying to raise the money to start a ministry like that. We need to be tapping into some of these other sources. And we just need to understand that the only way we're going to be successful is to work together. And if one church, First Baptist is another one here in Kissimmee that's doing the clinic for women that are thinking of having an abortion. Now, our churches, the rest of our churches don't need to be trying to set up a clinic like that, but we need to support what First Baptist is doing. We can't worry about who gets the credit for doing something. We just need to make sure that the people are getting served.
I am working with foster care in St. Cloud. I am the parent of 25 foster kids. I work with Sunnyside, which is a part of Park Place Behavior Health Care. So as Mark has said, there's so much going on with the budgets, and because of our economy and because of what's going on, we will have more kids in foster care. Just recently, we brought in a family of 4 because of domestic violence, because there's no jobs in the house. So we need to look at, as Mark said, trying to put our resources together so that we can work as a team and try to get the best of what we have, putting all our resources together, and maybe we can help.
As was mentioned earlier, we prefer the little ones, got the innocent, and you can basically mold them. The big ones now, who stubborn. How do we deal with those types of children?
And they will challenge you. These children will challenge you only to find out, well, how much do you really care about me? How much do you really want to do for me? And they'll test you. And you will either fail or you'll pass. But even our own children do that. Our own children try to push those buttons to see how much we really care. To what extent will we actually go and do something, even though it may be something we prefer not to do, but we do it because we care for these children.